Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shoaib Khan and welcome back to maxafter.com. Today's tutorial is indeed an exciting one because it's all in After Effects and we will be using particular. In short, we'll be simulating an effect where someone's using a welding machine to carve out a logo out of a metal sheet. So this is what we will be doing. Don't get scared, very easy. Again, I will glide you through it in no time. So are you guys ready? Let's start the tutorial. Okay, let's first start by making our text, which is this area, basically the edges. So let's first make a new comp and make it a smaller comp, 500 by 200. 15 seconds is fine. Write our text called Max. Change the color in the character to white and keep it -110 here, as if they're sticking together. Let's first apply the shadow. That red edge that you saw was basically a drop shadow that I created. And change this to 1, softness to 9, and change this up to 100. And now the next thing is we need to create a mask around it for the stroke effect. So you can create this mask in Illustrator and bring it here, but I feel like doing everything in After Effects. Okay, let's first create a mask around the text with the help of our pen tool here. You can create a nice mask in your free time. But let me just quickly go through this. If you hold the space bar, then you can move the pen tool. It's not very difficult, it's very easy, and we can do it quickly because all the edges are very straightforward. So don't close the mask here, just bring it up here somewhere. Okay, let's apply our stroke effect to it. Go down, which is generate stroke, and we just put it here. And also change the color of the text to black so that we see the edge, this one. And now change the stroke effect color to black, and the brush size, make it 5. So right now, as you can see, we haven't drawn the mask around here, we'll draw it later. We just change this to all mask. Yeah, frame 0, we just put a keyframe here for start, which is 0, and let's say animation is like for 10 seconds, it'll create the whole loop, and we put 100 here. So basically it will reveal the text as you saw in the final comp. Okay, let's quickly draw here as well. Select the layer again. Okay, create another one. So we've got our mask drawn around here. So now let's make a new comp, which is our final comp, and put this text there. Make a comp, new comp. Let's make 720, 1280 by 720, and put our first comp. Let's write a text, and this is final tutorial. Let's make this final tutorial. Go into our final tutorial and drag this text composition and put it into final composition. Let's make a floor. We want the particles to bounce on the floor. So for that we go to layer, new, solid, make comp size, say OK, change this to 3D layer and hit R on your keyboard, change this to -90. Make sure this blue arrow is pointing upwards, otherwise your particles will not bounce. So make it a bit bigger and name this our floor, bring it below the text layer and put a ramp and go to ramp and radial ramp. Bring this down here, this up, change the black color to dark red and the white to black so that we have this nice effect here. Change this into more darker color. Okay, let's start with the real thing now. Type particular, and for that first make a new layer solid. We'll name this particles and put the particles there. Here we'll do the changes later. Come down to physics. In physics we'll change this to bounce. Okay, and also gravity to 400 because we want them to fall on the ground. Okay, and in bounce what we need to do is floor, hit none and select the floor. Now you can see already it's bouncing. Change these settings to 28 and let's say 30. As you can see they are already started bouncing. And the next step is we will turn on the motion blur for it. Turn this on so they look like sparks and keep this 360 for now. Let's go up. Keep this 100 for now. Okay, life, let's change this 1.5 and the size, leave it as it is. Opacity over life, we need to change the opacity over life because sparks are created and then they just disappear gradually. Of course they become cold and then they just disappear. So at birth they are full opacity and then on death they've got low opacity. And let's change the color here to orange and change this to add. Right, and the size is 5 is fine. As you can see they are bouncing away. Let me see what else is here. This is fine. Bouncing is okay. For now everything is fine. Let me just here starts the time consuming part. Basically we need to keyframe the position of the particles, which is from here. Let's say when it starts, of course it starts here somewhere, so you need to press effect and particles, and you need to make sure that you don't move the anchor point, because you need to move the position point, which is this one. And as you see, when it starts here somewhere, so let's put a keyframe here. So you go step by step. We use the time controls. We click the next frame and again the next frame, and we come here. Okay, this method is a bit slow here because of course it's time consuming, and it took me around 48 hours to only write this max thing. No guys, just kidding. It takes us 10 minutes to do this. Okay, we can't see the line here properly, so let me reduce the particles to 10 so that we follow the line properly. Okay, because we've missed out frames here. Okay, so now the next thing is we go here, come down, so basically this is the method where you will follow the line and position your particles according to the line by going step by step. This whole thing looks very slow and difficult, but it just takes 10 minutes to do this. So I'm assuming that you do it properly. When you have time, you can stop this video and just follow the path. So I'll do some of it and you do the rest. Okay.